Hi guys, welcome to your healing wisdom. So today I want to talk to you about inner child work, which is what your meditation was about. This is very powerful, and actually it's a therapy. And as a therapist, I give this to my clients all the time, that they should close their eyes, go inward. I usually say do it in the morning when you're waking up, or at night when you're going to sleep. These are the most powerful times. And call out your inner child. Call them out and love them and give them a healing and ask them what they need. And what this is doing is this is reparenting yourself in the right way. Most of us had childhoods where our needs were not met minimally. Some of us had childhoods filled with trauma. And if that trauma goes unhealed, it carries into our adulthood, and it changes the way we see the world. It changes the way we see ourselves. It changes the way we feel about love. It changes our worldview. And so in order to heal that, we have to take the time to go back in and say, I'm sorry that happened to you. And I love you. And that's not going to happen again, because I'm going to take care of you now. I'm in charge now. And it is my life's mission to take good care of you and to help you to find what makes you happy and to keep you peaceful and safe and secure. And it's a really beautiful thing, because the inner child represents segments of you that have been broken off through abuse, abandonment, neglect, emotional, mental abuse, some of us sexual abuse. And these things are PTSD inducing. And if you have more than one, it induces complex PTSD. And people who have PTSD or complex PTSD or simply trauma, we end up using maladaptive coping mechanisms to help us to deal in a world where we don't feel safe. And if you heal these things, then you don't need the maladaptive coping mechanisms, because you can use the good stuff. Mal means bad, right? So you can use good coping mechanisms. I have never met a person who's addicted who hasn't been through some kind of trauma. So I give them inner child work, and sometimes it's important to just go in, find your inner child and say, what do you need to say to me? What do you need from me? How can I help you to get better? And then listen to what they're saying. There is wisdom in you. And if you just get quiet and sit still and close your eyes, you can hear it. And it can really be life-changing. I have seen miracles happen with this, and I am a miracle that happened with inner child work. Inner child work was very important to my healing. It's super important that if we had difficult childhoods, that as adults, we reparent ourselves in a kind, loving, generous, compassionate, gentle way. And that would be the opposite of drugs or alcohol or shopping or sex or gaming or eating or whatever it is that we do to soothe ourselves that we learned when we were little. So what can you do that actually makes you feel better? I mean, that's the difference between dopamine and serotonin, pleasure and happiness. I made that YouTube video. Please go have a look at Keisha Noel. What we want to do is we want to work on happiness. Another thing that people do who have had difficult childhoods is we work very hard because we think that we're only worthy if we're doing. We're not worthy if we're being. So we over effort. Oh my gosh, I'm such an over efforter. You know, somebody pointed it out in grad school. I don't write one paper, I write two, you know? And she was like, but the one paper is enough. Know that. So rest. Do something that you enjoy. Have fun. You are worthy of being happy and doing something that is good for you, that brings you joy. And so it's really a different way of thinking. The healed version of you. It's real self-care. And it's understanding why you do the things that you do. And therapy really can help this. You know, that's why I'm giving you the inner child meditation, because it can help you to heal. So please, I would love to hear your insights. If you have any questions, email me. I'm happy to talk to you. And thank you for joining, and thank you for trusting me. I'm honored to do this work with you. Thank you so much. And thanks for subscribing. See you next time.